Jay, he takes me to Africa my very first hunt. It's like, hey, if you're gonna hunt, let's go to the Super Bowl. So we go to the Super Bowl there and had a great time, and told him, I said, I never actually killed a whitetail. And he was like, I know where we're going. So Jay brings me out here to Sullivan's, and man, they've got some whitetail here.
You've got to shoot a whitetail deer if you live in Texas. Next stop would be Sullivan Whitetail Ranch. One of my favorite places. These guys, I mean, they do stuff that is so fun, and it's a great place for a guy with a little bit of time that wants to see some huge animals. They've got them. Wayne Osler, you ready? Have smoke going right there.
Blue Collar Adventures, proudly sponsored by Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
To me, one of the highlights of coming out here is spending time with Brad and Jeff. Watching these two guys interact. They've been best friends since they're 5 years old. It's a non-stop competition. I don't know who's the Sportsman of the Year this year, but I saw a plaque on the wall. Last year, there was cups, t-shirts, all that good stuff. Jeff does suck at fishing, apparently. And now they're talking about putting a statue of me shooting pool in there because of the stuff that I've taught Jeff about billiards. And he didn't even know how to say billiards until I came out there.
He's had a couple of good years where he's killed a bigger grizzly bear than me, and we went elk hunting last year, and I missed 4, 5, 6 times at least, and he didn't. And he killed his first big elk with his bow. So he comes home and he orders a plaque that says Fisherman of the Year, Hunter of the Year, and he's got it hanging right above the bar.
Through hunting, and we had Jay out, and he and I have become pretty good friends, and so I try to give him pool lessons, just to help round his outdoor and indoor sporting, little competitions, make him a better, pool player.
Hunter of the Year, or whatever he says he is now, but we're gonna have to debate that, so don't be teaching him too much pool.
I bought the award for myself, and I'm like, wait, you bought the first awards for yourself. So even now, he has a championship bass fishing belt, like he's champion of the world in boxing, like a boxing belt, title belt made with his name on it.
We have other exotic animals out here, but the whitetails is what we grow. We've been raising them for a long time. That's our passion. It's just a mystique shooting a big whitetail. I think they're the smartest animal there is. I think they're the hardest to hunt.
So, I grew up in Tennessee. So, we grew up riding three-wheelers, and now that dates me because, most people are like, what the hell's a three-wheeler? But, we were active. Today's kids, they're on that phone. It's like a phone or iPad. And so at my office, that's me. I'm on the phone or the iPad or something, it's all, you get out here, and a lot of times these places, you don't have service. And you have that little bit of a panic feeling like, oh my God, I'm not connected. But then you realize, oh man, I'm not connected.
Sitting here in Trump Tower is a highlight that reminds me of hunting with Carson last year here. But now I've got a new friend sitting out here looking for a buck of a lifetime, and holding him off some of these deer is going to be a challenge.
This is our first morning hunt, Sullivan Ranch. Got Mike with me. This is his first whitetail hunt, so we're starting at the top. Starting at the top. This place not too bad. Just take you right to the Super Bowl every time. Yeah. Roughing it in this place. Just.
Blue Collar Adventures, proudly sponsored by Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare. Wilderness Athlete, fuel for the rugged. KUIU, ultralight hunting. 40 Fit Radio, Psionics, digital night vision. The best of the West shooting system.
You know, what sets us apart is the fact that, like I was saying, no pressure. Come, enjoy, relax. We're gonna hunt, we're gonna eat good, and have a good time.
We want them to have just the time of their life. It's about, you know, getting to know us. Most of the people that come out, they come back. We've probably had 10 different people that have shot over 5 different whitetails with us. And that's when you know you're doing the right thing. When they keep coming back, they bring their friends. They come back and go turkey hunting too. And then they come back and want to shoot other exotics. So just to have that relationship when they come out, that's how we know we made an experience for them.
This is a neat place, you know, having a ranch in Texas myself, I love to go to other people's ranches, and these guys, you know, if you're a rancher, this is the ranch that you want, because you can tell they paid attention to every little detail. I mean, you walk out the patio here, they got a little archery range, they've got, you know, decoys set up in different, and you can shoot archery, they've got a range, and they've got roads we can ride on, they got ponds we can fish in, and you're never gonna get bored here. And the cook was top notch. I think I gained a couple of pounds here.
That's a good buck. Should we kill it? The one behind it or him are both good. I'd kill that buck. The one in the front? Yeah, if he stops. Right behind his shoulder. Whenever you're ready, just breathe out. Let him stop. Okay. Shot.
Really?
Yeah. And he still ran that far? He's going down.
Where's the record button on this camera? Congratulations, man. Good shot. Where'd you hit him, in the deer?
Yeah, the deer.
Right in the deer. So what do you think of your first whitetail hunt
I
experience?
think this was great. Sullivan's, they've got some monster deer here. We passed on a lot of deer today, waiting for that one. This was a great experience. Thank you guys.
Oh, absolutely, man. Thank you.
It's right there.
Congratulations, man. What a buck. What a buck. I'll get it for you. I'll get this one. Holy caramba. Wow. Dang.
That's a deer.
You like that buck?
That's a buck.
Holy cow.
That's my 190 or better.
That is a great deer.
He's awesome.
So what do you think about it, man? What do you think about whitetail and Texas?
Yep, whitetail hunting in Texas, there's nothing like it. Like you told me Sullivan's had some big ones, but that's, like you say, we walked up, thought it was the tree.
We get in the blind full of wasps.
Yep, full of wasp.
Nature at its best.
Nature's at its best, you know. And so we were in the blind this morning, you know, we passed on some great deer. I mean, yeah, the first one could have been early, right out of the gate this morning. And, you know, you told me to trust you. We would find the right one. And, you know, here we are holding this monster.
Oh, he's awesome. He is awesome. And that was it. It's tough because not many people get to pass those kind of deer. But, you know, the beauty of Texas is these guys have a passion for whitetail like you have a passion for health.
Absolutely.
And so you come out here and you have an experience of a lifetime in a couple days.
Absolutely. That's what's great. You come out and, like you said, we've been here 2 days, and the place couldn't have been more gracious to us. I mean, had some good food, good camaraderie, and man, we saw some big deer today.
I know. And your gunshot lights out.
Absolutely, best of the West. Makes me look good.
So Mike's getting involved in hunting. First trip, Africa. Second trip, Sullivan Whitetails. I mean,
what's next?
we're gonna figure it out. So, all right, man. Well, congratulations on a great buck.
Perfect. Thank you,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, it's nothing like being with somebody for the first time of a particular species, and to see him shoot that big whitetail was exciting because he was excited.
Gosh, dang, that's a big deer.
Our lives are, you know, men are just naturally competitive. No matter what you do, you're competitive. So out here, you can still be a competitor, but you can kind of unwind and relax. I mean, you know, just like we did, we picked out a deer, we waited for that deer, so we had some downtime. You know, we all had some great conversations. You know, it sounds kind of corny, but you kind of got time to reflect, enjoy the outdoors. You know, you'll see birds fly by. I'm sure there are birds that fly by my office window, but I'm so busy I don't have time to notice them. And so you really get to see things you see, but you don't pay attention to. You know, Jay goes out and, you know, some of these hunts, he's not sitting in a blind waiting for an animal to walk by. He's got to hike. You got to go up these mountains. And, you know, cardio health is very important. But if you don't feel like getting off the couch, you're not going to get in cardio health. It's impossible. And so, you know, that's how he and I got talking about is just the demands his lifestyle had on his body. Not necessarily just from a lifting and strength, but just the endurance. And I've watched, you know, Jay change really in the last 18 months. Not like he was an unhealthy guy, but he is a different version of healthy today than he was 18 months ago.
You know, I'm just tagging along. I brought my bow. I've got my new Matthews. There's some great exotics on this place. There's Nilgai, there's stag, there's axis. So I'm gonna go sit in the bow stand when Mike's done and see what comes in. And you know, the weather in Texas is very, very unpredictable, for sure, to say the least. If you don't like the weather here, wait about 10 minutes. So we're in the blind. It's been 72 degrees, been beautiful mornings, nice and cool. Wind's the right direction for all my bow blinds, and we're sitting there, and in 15 minutes it goes from 70 degrees to 30 degrees. Wind is ripping, animals are scattering, and I don't even think I'm gonna be able to hold this pop-up blind on the ground. It got a little chilly. It's about 27. Wind's blowing about 40. Had to get in the woods. So we're sticking it out. You know, I've got my bow. We're trying to figure out where to go sit next. And I try another blind in the woods, maybe the wind will be down. It's freezing. A couple good animals come in. I really don't have a great shot, so I've got one more morning left. and it's time to put some meat in the freezer. Best of the West just made me a rifle, 6.5, 284. I put a suppressor on it. I've been dying to take it out. The morning hunt, the only option for the wind is gonna be a rifle stand. I'm gonna sit on the alfalfa, and if I see something that I can put in my freezer, I'm gonna send one. So down the tree line comes this nice whitetail buck. I think I'm gonna get a shot at him. I've been rattling a little bit. He makes a beeline and he comes right at us. I don't even get a shot. He gets so close, he goes up underneath us, goes the wood lines behind us. He's gone. Kind of that part of the morning where this may be it. And that's when a big old bull nilgai steps out of the woods.
Blue Collar Adventures, proudly sponsored by Cinnamon Creek Archery, Spot Hog, Matthews, Vortex, The Force Synoptics, Traeger Wood Pellet Grills, Pinnacle Hunting Supplies.
The beauty of the Sullivan Ranch here is you have so many cool species. I brought my good friend Mike Sisk out for his first whitetail buck, and it's Sullivan Whitetails, but they've got red stag. That's a cool species. That's a nilgai.
That is a lot of meat right there. So cool.
This place is just very special. We've got to come out here the last few years, and it's Sullivan Whitetails, because when you come here, they have some of the most superior whitetails you'll hunt anywhere in the world. But what makes it cool is they have a passion for cool animals in the outdoors. There's red stag in here, there's black buck, there's axis, but there's nilgai. And these nilgai are pretty unique to Texas. They brought them here years ago in the King Ranch to feed their hands. They did well, and they thrived here, and so now some other ranches are having them. Not very many though. I've been to very few ranches where I've been able to see nilgai. And the real reason, you know, to come out here is just to enjoy it. And I brought a first-time whitetail hunter, and he shot his first big buck. Kind of started him right there at the top. And I was just gonna hang out and hunt, and that's what was cool, is I had so many options and so many opportunities. We tried it with a bow. Northern blew in yesterday. It went from 60 degrees to 20, and the wind's blowing 30 miles an hour, so we're here. And I had a brand new Best of the West, 6.5, 284 with a crow suppressor. So let's take it to blind. Let's just see what comes in the field. It's cold, it's windy, and one of my dream animals came out, and I was fortunate enough to make a clean harvest on him, but I couldn't do any of this if it wasn't for a place like this. Jeff and Brad having this place, making it so unique, and it's like their passion. You can see it here. What a great experience.
Well, the one thing about Sullivan Whitetail Ranch, it's not just about the hunt or killing the animal. We want it to be an experience from first time you walk up to first class service to the best guy in the world is Jeff Dean. There's nobody better. Everybody that knows him, the passion he has for the ranch, the passion he has for the animals, for customers. Jeff and I have grown up together since we were 5 years old, and our parents wouldn't allow us to treat anybody any other way. So to have everything from the fishing to the hunting to the activities inside the lodge, it's just a good time.
Through hunting is where it all kind of starts, but you become friends with these people and meeting people from all over the country and in the world, in fact. And you know, it's really neat to meet different people and become friends with them and keep relationships going, and they return, you know, season after season for something bigger, better, or something exotic. It doesn't really matter, but we've had some just come back to just spend a weekend and visit, you know.
Jay sets the bar pretty high. Our first hunt's Africa. Now we've been here. Now he wants to go to New Zealand. He was telling me how awesome it is to go to Africa and kill this buffalo that's charging human. I'm hoping there's a gun beside me when that happens, but who knows where we go next.